Muy buenas, gente, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos de vuelta aquí al canal, bienvenidos de vuelta a un nuevo capítulo de The Council. Estamos en el inicio del episodio 3, muchísimas gracias por estar ahí otro día más. Y bueno, vamos a ver qué nos depara este episodio nuevo, que se llama Ripples. Vale, y estamos en el Cónclave, en el capítulo 8 del juego, se llama el Cónclave. Al parecer terminamos justamente después de... Bueno, ayer tuve un percance. Bueno, primero, el capítulo de ayer estuvo interesante porque, bueno, primero que no conseguimos la combinación secreta para salir del despacho secreto de Mortimer. Pero yo creo que estuvimos a punto. Y luego hicimos lo del laberinto, ¿vale? Lo del laberinto, el Minotauro, que lo hicimos a la primera. Y eso estuvo muy guay. Estuvo muy guay el puzzle de la espada, con la estatua y todo el rollo. Y al entrar en la cripta vimos que había restos de sangre y de vendas. Seguramente creímos que nuestra madre pues estaba a salvo, porque no estaba toda la sangre coagulada o no sé qué historia. Y de repente vimos un cadáver de un sirviente y oímos pasos por detrás nuestros. Y ahí se terminó el episodio, gente. Nos dejaron ahí con la miel en los labios. Y nada, vamos a darle. Bueno, el percance es que yo grabé hasta el inicio de la cripta, me puse a subir el capítulo y luego inicié un capítulo nuevo grabando desde la cripta. Y claro, llevaba 2 minutos o 3 minutos grabados y se termina el episodio. Y dije, pues nada, tendré que editar y meterlo todo en el otro capítulo, aunque sea largo, que se me ha quedado un capítulo de 1 hora 6 minutos. Pero bueno, joder. Así tenemos el final del episodio en el capítulo.
Had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with 2 faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
Vale, al parecer habéis visto, Emma está viva. Emma está viva. Claro, porque no, yo lo dije ya. Yo lo comenté, que dijeron que, nos dijo Mortimer, de que la disparó. Pero no dijo que la mató. ¿Y la disparó? ¿Y dónde le disparó? No sé, tío. Vale, manuscrito para equipar 3, tío. Me parece que he metido la pata hasta el fondo anteriormente, porque solo ponía 1, tío. O no sé si se acumulaban, ¿eh? Es una movida esto, ¿eh? Es una movida porque... Porque sí, tío. Eso es una movida, tío. Porque creo que perdí un montón. Creo que perdí un montón, ¿eh? Bueno, vamos a echar un vistazo a ver qué hay aquí. Este nivel 2 de engaño lo tenemos ya. Vienen por estas 2 ramas, gente. Sí. Ciencias y... Bueno, el ocultismo y detective. Esto ya... Bueno, persuasión... Podría ser interesante también. Hombre, podría revelar las 2 que tenemos aquí, tío. Y por lo menos que tengan el nivel 1, tío, ¿no? Política y protocolo, tío. Por lo menos, tío. Sí, por lo menos que tengamos un nivel de cada una, tío. Política y protocolo. Ya luego ya centrarme aquí en nivel 2. A ver qué he dicho. Bueno, en la corona y esto, vale. ¿Cuántas me quedan para este? 2 justas, ¿no? Vale, pues mira, 1 y 2, tío. Y esto es la política. No tiene ninguna que tenga varias, ¿no? No. No. Pues esta de política. Hola. Bien. Es que creo que he echado a perder porque la primera vez nos dio solo un punto, me parece, para leer un libro. Y luego conforme fuimos avanzando capítulo a capítulo, Solo puse un libro, tío, a investigar. Y no sé si se acumulaban o no los libros que podía poner.
I don't know exactly, Mr. President. I was looking for my mother and I came upon...
O a lo mejor Emma está muerta. Porque todo eso que hemos visto antes ha sido como una... Como una recreación solo, ¿no? De lo que piensa cada personaje. No creerá que ha sido cosa de Sarah, ¿verdad? Proteger su reputación. Me da igual la reputación. No sé. A lo mejor en defensa propia o algo. No sé. Ya, voy a decirle que sí.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid
How awful. What has your mother gotten herself into now?
If only I knew, Mr. President.
If no one saw you, I'd advise you not to get involved, Louis, so that no one will accuse you of the murder. Ah, darling, the conference is starting. Time is of the essence. Sort this out and join us as quickly as you can in the conference room. Everyone will be expecting you.
Mr. President, this is not really the right time, and I didn't come for that.
Your mother's seat cannot remain vacant. You must replace her while she's still missing. Your mother and I were to support Mortimer on this project. I don't know what the subject is, but the future of our countries depends on it. Given the importance of all this to Mortimer, he won't let the conference begin without you. So if you don't want more servants coming looking for you, I'd advise you to join us quickly and to put a brave face on it. The best favor you can do for yourself, Louis, and for Sarah, is to come and support Mortimer's project at the conference.
Ok, sí, me comprometo.
Don't worry. You can count on me, Mr. President. I shall help you with Mortimer's project as soon as I've finished up here.
Good, Louis. Sarah would be proud of you. I'll stall them while you're on your way, but make haste. I'm going. Don't be long.
Tell them that I'm on my way.
Vale, busca pistas sobre la presencia de Louis de Richet o vea la conferencia. Ah, ¿tenemos dos opciones? Ah, claro, me ha dicho que vayamos, que no perdamos tiempo. Pero me ha dicho que no me entretenga, ¿no? No voy a dejar esto aquí. A ver, inventa. Organon. Me ha fastidiado a mí esto de los puntos, ¿eh? No sé, estoy ahora con la... Bueno, ahora ya está, no hay vuelta atrás. O sea que no... Bueno.
Leftover food.
Horas de comida.
Not exactly fresh. Must have been here for a while.
Vale.
Someone's made a fire here, and the ashes are still warm.
Hay unas hojas, ¿no?
It couldn't have been easy with only one hand.
Unos papeles. La ceniza.
Must have just missed her. If only I hadn't wasted so much time getting out of Lord Mortimer's study.
Es verdad, tío. Hostia, ¿la hubiésemos encontrado?
An old blanket.
Si no hubiese quedado encerrado.
It couldn't have kept her very warm.
¿Eh? Vale.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Vale.
Oh, he's dead. What the hell's been going on here?
Buscar, mirar bajo la máscara. Llave con el símbolo del aire. Mirar bajo la máscara.
Let's see what secret's hidden under these masks.
Me podría ser útil, ¿eh?
This face doesn't ring a bell. I'm a bit disappointed.
No, se la vuelvo a poner.
More from Lord Mortimer.
Ajá. No sé si gastarlos, tío. Examinar el cuerpo. Venga, vamos a examinarlos.
Somebody smashed in the back of his head with something. He slowly bled to death.
Le golpeé en la nuca.
They broke his neck.
Vale, rompieron el cuello, tío.
Mother, if this is your doing, the situation is getting worse and worse.
Vale.
gate is locked.
Vale, esta puerta está cerrada, tío. Vámonos. Porque sabía que no me iba a dar información relevante. A veces que no merece la pena gastar puntos, tío. ¿Para qué? No, pero es que a veces que te da luego algún diálogo extra, ¿eh? Ojo. Mira, otra llave. Con el símbolo de la tierra. Ya sabéis que se gastan, ¿eh? Ojito con eso, ¿eh? Ay, no puedo entrar por aquí. No. Vale, ¿por dónde entro? ¿Dónde había una puerta? Al final, ¿no? A ver si sé salir de aquí. El laberinto. A ver. No. Por aquí, por acá. Por aquí tampoco. Por aquí tampoco. Me cago en todo. Coño, coge otro camino. Por Dios. Estoy dando la vuelta otra vez. Con un par de huevos. Sí, casi eso. Hostia, que es lo que me deja aquí. Vaya jaleo, tío. Vale, así está la conferencia. Que era donde estaba el tipo ese, ¿no? A ver. El sirviente que me ayudó con lo de la espada.
Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference. Please join the guests. Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference. Please join the guests.
Vale, pero no es aquí detrás. Ah, pues no. Será allí delante, ¿no? ¿O qué? Ah, vale, aquí, ¿no? ¿Dónde es? No sé dónde es, tío. ¿Aquí? Vale. No, entonces Emma no está, ¿no? No. Emma estará muerta, tío. Es que como la vimos ahí al principio, pero yo creo que es por lo que... era como una recreación de lo que pensaba cada uno. Pero como veis aquí no está... Emma no está.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Bueno, pero antes... que espere. Aquí hay cosillas. Aquí hay cosillas ricas y sabrosas.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him.
¿Qué ocurre entre esos dos? ¿A qué le tiene tanto miedo? ¿Qué ocurre entre esos dos? Psicología.
I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, And you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
No respondes a su llamada. ¿Qué? Elixir dorado. Es esto, ¿no? Vale. Nada por aquí. Nada por aquí.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Vale, tengo dos. Pues la voy a gastar ahora. Vale, jalea real. Jalea real, no, viene estupendo la jalea real. Y agua de carne. Objeto añadido al inventario. Y fragmento de ambas, perfecto, vamos llenos de todo. Cojonudo.
Louis.
¡No! ¡Mierda! Me ha vuelto a pasar, tío. Me he confundido con Johan, tío. Coño, he visto un tío canoso. Al fondo me pensaba que era Mortimer el otro, tío. Lo veo de lejos, tío, no le presto atención. Por la ropa, tío, me tengo que fijar en la ropa, tío. Uy, este tiene el pelo más largo, el bigote más largo, la barba más larga. El pelo más larguito.
What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry, you are not alone, Louis.
Very well.
Vale, ¿en qué consiste la conferencia? ¿Cómo funciona la conferencia? Más preguntas, no tengo preguntas. ¿En qué consiste?
Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world.
Sí, es como el club ese tan famoso. ¿Cómo se llamaba, tío? Que existe de verdad, gente. Que supuestamente son los que gobiernan el mundo en realidad. No me acuerdo cómo se llama así, cómo le llamaban. Que de hecho muchos personajes, las personas más influyentes, o sea, políticos o gente muy rica, y debaten sobre la economía y la situación del mundo en general, ¿vale? No me acuerdo cómo se llama ese club, tío. Pero existe de verdad, ¿eh? Un club así.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
It can take years.
Más preguntas. ¿Hace mucho que existe la conferencia?
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
¿Se reúnen a menudo?
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
¿Qué decisiones importantes han logrado orquestar?
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Joder. No tengo más preguntas, su señoría.
Let me keep you a moment. I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
Claro, Louisiana, donde está Nueva Orleans y todo eso, ¿no? Claro, es un distrito francés. ¿Qué tiene que ver eso conmigo? Sí.
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project with your mother. We began thinking about a crazy idea. Unfortunately, Sarah went missing before getting the bigger picture. I don't intend to stop at Louisiana. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
Chinchando a los españoles. ¿Qué envergadura tiene este proyecto?
But why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, if Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign.
¿Y qué hace aquí Godoy?
Godoy is perfectly aware of President Washington's appetite. If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North America.
O sea, que eso lo tenemos que hacer nosotros a escondidas.
Must take place in several stages. Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts. My friends, I propose we get started. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us,
dejadme en los comentarios, si os acordáis del club ese, que existe de verdad. Creo que es el Bilderberg o algo así.
The Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur.
I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Agradecer el recibimiento, poner a Godoy en su lugar, asentir sin decir nada. Agradecer el recibimiento. No digo nada.
Perhaps we may begin.
No me quiero meter ahí.
Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer, but I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today.
Pues para que veáis lo que queda de España, ¿eh? O sea, España solo. Fijaos lo que tenía España en su poder, ¿eh?
But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am
sí, pero casi todo lo cedimos sin guerras, ¿eh? Creo.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not the question.
¿A quién llama salvajes?
Duke, these savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations to provide him with cheap labor. So you keep your morals to yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
¿Fue Lincoln el que abolió la esclavitud? ¿Quién fue? Creo que sí, ¿no? Creo que fue Lincoln, ¿no? Hijo de perra. Protocolo, desafiarlo. Francia pronto abandonará la práctica de la esclavitud. No sé, es que es la primera que tengo de protocolo. Toma protocolo.
Not in the least. Do not imagine I have anything against the American Indians or the...
Voy a quitar esto.
That is not the question. But
Nada,
business
por protocolo no le podemos entrar.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
Man, it might as well be the likes of you who rule. Is that right?
But of course.
Come now, my friends. Let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis. We bring the good word to them in order to save them. You'll see. Colonization brings with it many benefits, too. Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France, free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protégé. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
Hostia. Vale, persuasión tengo, ¿eh? ¿Lo protegería de los ingleses? Ah, espérate. Ah, pero esta no tengo. Lo protegería de los americanos.
If I were you, Senor Godoy, I would think twice before stirring up a scandal.
I beg your pardon?
Given the size of your colonies, you won't be able to keep them for long. A number of countries are eyeing them as we speak. The United States would have no trouble taking them. For all intents and purposes, you have no army in place. By wanting to keep everything, you risk losing it all, especially your colonies in South America, which are far more valuable to you.
That is indeed the danger, Duke Manuel. If it comes to war over Louisiana, you will lose. And probably a
Claro,
good deal
cierto.
more.
Por eso he dicho de lo que España no... Yo creo que no quise arriesgarse.
You are indeed a dark horse, aren't you?
Simplemente fue cediendo todos los terrenos.
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me.
Bueno, seguro que alguna guerra hubo, no me acuerdo.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
Esto... Miau. Francia protegerá a los cristianos. Voy a tomar otra cosa de estas.
Your Eminence, have no fear over that. I am sure France will do everything in its power to protect the Christians of Louisiana.
My young friend, how can you come out with such a remark after the discussion we had on the evening of your arrival? If France was so respectful of worship, it would not be bleeding priests as it is doing at this very moment in time. Don't be naive. This is politics. The Holy See must be concerned at seeing such a large territory falling into the hands of the French. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord,
Bien.
I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich will sicher Ihnen, Emily, ni Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
¿Por qué hablan en sus idiomas respectivos ahora?
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William.
Es que
These are great times.
Johan
We
y
don't care about the fate of
Piaggi
Louisiana. That worthless
no están por la
expanse
labor.
of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Home, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me. Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Oh. Hostias, ¿quién queda con él? ¿Solo Washington? Pues sinceramente no le veo futuro ya a ese proyecto tampoco, Aunque ya sabéis que tarde o temprano eso se lleva a cabo, ¿no? Luisiana quedó para los Estados Unidos, o sea que eso es historia. Pero que No sé, me voy a poner de parte de Holmes. ¿Por qué? Porque primero porque salió en la visión de nuestra madre cuando disparó a Emma. Y segundo, porque nuestra Emily está con él. Con ellos. No sé.
At the risk of displeasing you, my lord, I'd rather follow Sir Gregory. I don't think this is a place for the order.
Louis, no.
Let him go, Mr. President. Everyone is free to choose.
De todas maneras, mañana hay que seguir discutiendo, o sea que...
How can he be so blind? If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
A lo mejor es lo que quiere él. A lo mejor es lo que quiere, lo que comentamos, para gobernar el mundo él. ¿No? Lo que quiere es que se enfrenten todas las naciones.
True. There is no chance of a unanimous vote, and he knows it.
Eso es cierto.
He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting?
Lo voy a decir.
I know about his plan.
What did you just say, Louis?
His aim is for the United States to take the whole of the North American continent.
But that is impossible.
A democratic superpower.
I don't understand. That has nothing to do with the coming vote.
You will ask for France to take over Louisiana, and then hand it over to the United States, and so double the size of their territory.
Once that's done, he will just need to push a bit more, and you will lose North America, Duke Manuel.
God's blood! Has he gone mad?
No, Johann. He has always been mad.
¿Y si nos está utilizando Mortimer, sabiendo de que nos íbamos a por de parte de Holmes? Y por eso nos contó todo su plan. Para que lo largásemos.
What are we going to do now that we know about it?
Destroy him.
No! We'll beat him at his own game, my friends. His plan begins with Louisiana, which is still yours, Duke Manuel. He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably. He will try to convince you by every possible means. Whatever he says, whatever he promises, you have just one response. It's war. If war is what you want, war is what you'll get. On your own territory, in your homes. Enough games. Spain will join the coalition against France and declare war. You too, Duchess Hillsborough. You will speak to the Queen so that Great Britain commits to going to war with France.
What do you expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregory?
Oh, bueno, que verdad, quedaba allí Napoleón y Perú, claro. Pero son los franceses, ellos claro, no se van a oponer.
We all declare war on France, militarily, politically, and financially.
Yo soy francés. ¿Y yo?
And me, Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust. The order will have to act in France, but even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now. Leave me now. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting.
Interesting.
Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please. Thank you for siding with me today. I won't forget it. I'm going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
¿Soy la persona adecuada para ello? No, de acuerdo, sí.
I'll do my best.
You should go right away. There's no time to lose. William already has a head start on us.
Very well. I'll go right away.
Le han puesto hasta los pelitos en la verruguita, ¿la habéis visto? En el lunar o la verruguita esa que tiene. Muy detallista el juego, ¿eh? Vale. No sé si estamos haciendo lo correcto, gente, pero bueno, no sé. Nos hemos ido con la mayoría, ¿no? O sea que... Intenta convencer a George Washington. Vale, pero... No puedo pasar. Vale, a este le podemos comprar cosas si queremos. ¿Necesito algo? No, ¿para qué? ¿Dónde estará? ¿En su habitación? ¿O se ha quedado ahí con Mortimer? No lo sé si está allí aún. A ver. Creo que era esta, ¿no? Sí. Ahí, ¿no? Vale, vamos por la izquierda mismo. En la siguiente, ¿no? Está aquí. Coño, ¿está la puerta? Ah, que se entra por aquí, vale. Ok. Señor Washington, ¿está usted en casa? ¿Dónde está? No está, tío. Ay. ¿Dónde puede estar entonces? La última vez lo vimos en... una llave. Llave pequeña. Llave pequeña. Pero aquí ya estuvimos, o sea que...
Locked.
Usar la llave pequeña. Bingo. El láudano.
President's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, he can't go without it.
Ya nos contó lo del dolor de muelas y que le suministraba el láudano a Elizabeth. Estimado señor presidente, le envío mi respuesta con la mayor brevedad posible. Hablamos de este asunto antes de su partida, pero veo que la situación no ha mejorado. Le pido que siga mi consejo y deje de consumir láudano de inmediato. Estoy buscando un sustituto, pero me temo que no está dispuesto a esperar. El consumo excesivo podría afectar negativamente la posibilidad de asegurar su próximo mandato. Su adicción está perjudicando el ejercicio de sus funciones, amigo mío. Me temo que no tengo más remedio que suspender su dosis diaria. Lo lamento. Atentamente, doctor Thompson. Vale, es que... según él, nos mintió, nos dijo que solo tomaba lo que le había prospecto el médico. ¿Vale? Así que esto a lo mejor puede ser útil para hablar con él, ¿eh? Esto que acabamos de hacer, ¿eh? Vale, qué cosas nuevas, tío. Esto no estaba antes. Es que ya estuvimos en la habitación. Espérate, voy a echar un ojo rápido. Y salen cosas nuevas, tío, pues... Yepa. No, no creo que haya nada más. Lo importante yo creo que ya está hecho. Nos va a pillar, ¿a que sí? Tiene toda la pinta, gente.
Louis? What are you doing in my room?
Confrontación. Vale. Fingir haber oído a un ladrón. Distracción nivel 1. Ve al grano. Esto nos podría dar un punto, ¿no? A ver.
As I walked by your room, I noticed the door was open. I wanted to check that no one had gone in.
And what is the outcome of your investigation, Inspector de Richet?
Go ahead. Laugh it off. I didn't see anyone, Mr. President.
Splendid. All is safe and sound. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you, Mr. President.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference, so let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I hope you're not angry at me. I know that you...
Louis, we are not children. You have your reasons. You will understand that your word no longer holds any value for me, but these things do happen. I only hope you know what you're doing. This is your first conference. And not following the master of ceremonies
Se ha quitado corriendo el subtítulo, gente. Yo no lo he quitado.
seems somewhat perilous. But you are young after all. So what can I do for you?
Vale. Ha hecho algo de sus padres y que es joven después de todo. No sé qué, algo así ha dicho al final. Los planes de Mortimer van en su contra. Se le hace reír. Mentir. Psicología. Cuando te pones +1, yo pensaba que te daba un +1 de punto de esfuerzo, pero no, ¿eso qué es, tío? Es de la vulnerabilidad o algo así, ¿no? A ver, que gaste uno. Claro, inmunidad, no, pero no sale aquí. Los planes de Mortimer van en su contra. Mentir, psicología.
Mr. President, Lord Mortimer treats you purely and simply like the least of his pawns. He gives you no explanation and then commits you to a project from which you have nothing to gain. But you know that more than I do. Is that what siding with Mortimer is all about?
I must confess that I don't entirely understand William lately. Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
Fase 3. Debilitemos su fe en Mortimer. Se lo debe a mi madre. Chantajearlo con el láudano. Va, el láudano, tío.
I regret to have to resort to such extreme measures, but if you really care about your career, Mr. President, I must ask you to follow me.
I beg your pardon, Louis? Do I detect a threat in your voice, my boy?
You're addicted to laudanum. We both know that this is a powerful opiate that you take on a daily basis to excess. If you don't want it to be disclosed publicly, I entreat you to change sides, Mr. President.
Louis, I was wrong about you. You learn even quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, the fact that you are here trying to blackmail me only makes me cringe even more. You are now walking a dangerous path, young man. I would never give in to this sort of tactic.
¿En serio?
Do you have any persuasive arguments?
Hostias, última oportunidad. Se lo debe a mi madre. Vale, a ver.
This type of meeting might be familiar to you, but for me, I must admit, Mr. President, it's all a bit over my head.
It's only natural, Louis. But you are managing rather well for a first-timer. You've chosen the wrong allies, that's all.
I hope my mother doesn't hold it against me if I made a mistake. Anyway, if Lord Mortimer does succeed, it would be no mean feat. Did he tell you what he would gain from it?
What do you mean?
Well, Mortimer's plan has been meticulously prepared for many years, I imagine.
Of that you can be sure.
It's only natural, and his plan leaves nothing to chance.
No, that's what...
He never commits his own fortune, let alone his reputation, since you're the one who takes center stage here.
In fact...
Whether he wins or loses, everything is arranged so that he comes out of it intact.
Yes,
You've got to hand it to him, though. He's a master at putting together a plan which puts himself at no risk.
That's true. Don't worry, you can trust him.
Of course.
No lo hemos visto muy seguro ahí, eh.
Invested in a river transport company on the Mississippi or somewhere like that.
It's true I had never thought about what he might have to gain. Louis, you convinced me.
Discordia.
I congratulate you for your performance, because I didn't think it could happen.
I merely exposed the facts to you.
Don't spoil everything with your false modesty now. You really were very good.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Case, I shall follow you on this one. This may well arouse Lord Mortimer's wrath, but I must put the United States before anything else. Have we finished, Louis?
Absolutely, Mr. President. I shan't keep you any longer. Allow me to take my leave.
Good night, Louis. Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a very big day.
Well, that's one thing out of the way. The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Vete a la cama. Pues nos vamos a la cama para dejar el capítulo de hoy, ¿qué os parece? ¿Dónde está mi cama? ¿Está por aquí cerca? Sí. Pero es para... A ver, ¿para allá? Sí, vale. No, está el cardenal. Aquí. Mira quién tenemos aquí.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
En absoluto, Emily.
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily? Can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Hablar sobre Emma. Vamos a hablar sobre Emma.
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her. She didn't do anything to her.
Tranquila, tranquila. Sí, cambia de tema, que si no nos mojamos hoy.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Bueno, salió un poco cutre el beso, pero... Ahí las animaciones son... han sido muy malitas, pero bueno. Lo contrarrestamos con la calidad gráfica, ¿no? Otra visión.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him.
He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position.
And Duchess Hillsborough, why isn't she here?
She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her.
What are we going to do about Washington?
He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king.
Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing. To keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim.
He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Sí, Perú nos va a sorprender porque ya sabéis que estaba decepcionado con Mortimer.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he's
y solo nos quedaría Napoleón.
Realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Es que se estaba tambaleando. No sé si era un fallo gráfico. O sea, una animación mala. Pero lo he visto como que le pasaba algo, tío. Se le veía como un tembleque. No sé si era un defecto gráfico, tío, una animación. De animación o...
Emily? Emily? Are you there?
Typical. There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
Ay, vale, pues lo dejamos. Gente, lo voy a dejar. Sí, lo vamos a dejar, ¿vale? Sí, porque pensaba que hoy iba a tener el control. Y esto es como la segunda parte de la conferencia. Vamos a discutir aquí, vamos a hablar. Y llevamos 56 minutos. Así que mañana más. Lo siento mucho por dejaros así, pero es que si no va a ser muy largo. Y ayer fue un capítulo largo, no quiero que sean todos tan largos, tío. Es que si no, nos va a dar tiempo a verlos todos. A ver, Cónclave, Cámara del Gran Cónclave. Vale, ese será el capítulo, así se titulaba, ¿no? Vale, pues nada, espero que hayáis pasado un buen ratito. La verdad que ha sido bastante productivo el capítulo de hoy. Nos hemos puesto de un bando, el bando de Holm. Y bueno, a ver cómo mañana cómo acaba este cónclave, ¿no? Cómo está esta conferencia. Y no tiene buena pinta esto, ¿eh? No tiene buena pinta. Bueno, por lo menos hemos conseguido convencer a Washington, que era lo importante. Me despido ya, gente. Like, favoritos. Si os gustó, podéis suscribiros al canal, compartir el vídeo, lo que queráis. Un besazo. Nos vemos mañana. Saludos. Chao.